Hey guys, Darren from Aaron's Outdoor, and today I'm here with my friend Dante.
What's up, guys?
And we're fishing at this dam that I've been to a handful of times. I think the last time I fished it though was like 3 years ago, in May of 2020, and I had a really awesome day that day. But today the conditions are definitely different than they've ever been when I've been here. The water's super low. There's not a single one of those spillway gates is open. Usually at least one is open, which has the water flowing and probably has the fish a little more actively eating. So we might have to use some more finesse lures today to catch some fish. I'm not totally sure, but there's smallmouth in here, spotted bass. Our friend caught a brown trout out of here. There's all types of fish in here. So we're going after bass today, and we'll see what we can catch. Also, if y'all are new to the channel, I would definitely appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below. Oh, there's one right here. A couple. You got one? Nice. Oh my gosh. Dante caught one, and I just had one bite my lure. That my line broke, dude. I hooked that into a fish and my line broke, but Dante got one. Oh dude, I see one right here. There's so many. Well, Dante got one over there, and I see a ton of bass. I see a ton of bass swimming around. There's two, like, there's a bunch. One's looking at it. Got him. Holy cow. All right, I broke off on one when Dante caught his, and I can just see spotted bass right below me here. I mean, I casted that right in front of me. You know, it's kind of too bad, like, smallmouth are the native bass here, the main native bass, but the spotted bass have pretty much taken it over. I mean, when I was here 3 years ago, I caught a couple smallmouth and mainly spotted bass. All right, well, first fish of the day came pretty fast. Just a little spotted bass, a little less than a pound. I don't know if the camera can see those bass, but there's a bunch right in front of me. Dante's out fishing me, man. I might get out fished today. Almost looks like a largemouth, but I think it's a spot. Oh, he might come off. I would just flip him on the bank. Well, dude, grab him. He's gonna come off if you don't grab him, bro.
I'm trying, I'm scared.
Dude, you're trying to lose a fish right now. Grab him.
I'm gonna fall in.
Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh. Wait, be careful. You're about to fall off the edge. Okay, finally, man. I thought that thing was gonna come off. That's a solid spotted bass. Definitely over a pound. Got one. Tiny one. Ooh, this might be a smallmouth. Okay, wow. It might be small, but basically every bass I've seen has been a spotted bass. So at least I get to catch a little smallmouth today. That's pretty cool. I don't get to catch too many smallmouth. He could be a hybrid. He's got some weird markings on him, but definitely mostly a smallmouth. He might be small, but it's fun getting a little smallmouth. Got a fish on this tiny thing. Oh man, it's not even that small. I mean, it's not bad for this tiny lure I have. Oh, get in here. Is that the biggest fish I've caught today? There's a fat little spotted bass, and I didn't bring any tiny soft plastics today, so I cut off about 2 inches of a robo worm, and I guess that's basically fishing it like a Ned rig. And I actually got this fish really fast. I mean, right now it's like fishing a fish tank. I mean, this water is crystal clear. We can see these bass. Like, I had a bass come an inch away from my Wacky rig right there, and then he just turned away. Like, they're real finicky today. I mean, now that they know that we're here, I think they're a lot more finicky. Like, you know, Dante caught one on one of his first casts. I missed one, then caught one real fast. But now they're definitely a little more finicky. I didn't even notice this before, but he's got a little beat up tail with some red on it, so this guy might be spawning. He's pretty fat too, so maybe it's a little female. I don't really know. There's a fish. This guy bit it like so many times. I've seen this bass swimming around for like, oh, hopefully he's okay. That fish bit so many times. He may or may not be okay, but oh my gosh. That's the biggest bass I've seen here.
Oh.
That was easily 3 pounds. Oh, is that a fish? Oh, yeah, I think there's like a ledge right here. Got one. Ooh, not a bad one. Ooh, pretty nice one. Oh my gosh, look at his fins. I don't think he's, surely that's not from spawning.
He got mangled.
That seems a little more than he was just spawning. All right, well, biggest fish of the day here. I think these fish, once you catch a few, they get real finicky. So they were getting super finicky on that other side after we caught a few. And I think I lost one on my first cast and then caught this guy on my second cast on this other side here. So definitely a unique fish with all those weird, like beat up fins. I don't know what happened to him. I don't think he's just spawning. I think something happened to him. All right, well, I'm gonna let this guy go in the shallow water. Hopefully not spook any other fish. There he goes. Yeah, that's a pretty solid fish. Definitely over a pound. I'm gonna cast back under this ledge. Yep. Oh my gosh, my next cast. Another one. A little smaller. Well, maybe we should have stayed on this side the whole time. We might have wasted a little too much time over there. I don't know, but the fish are definitely a little more active when you first get to a spot here because the water is just crystal clear and they can kind of figure out that, you know, there's some humans fishing here. All right, that morning dawn robo worm really seems to be working well. Unfortunately, these fish kind of tangle up the drop shot a bunch though. I think I have a fish on the ultralight. Yeah, I do. Man, this little tiny finesse thing will get them. This one's a little smaller than the last couple. Man, okay. I missed a couple fish over there on the drop shot. Maybe it's because they were just small like this. So I threw up in with the little kind of mini Ned rig with a robo worm, just a piece of a robo worm. And it got me another fish. Dude, there's a fish right here. I'm gonna throw this guy over there and then drop in on this fish. There's a fish right here. Aw, he got spooked. Well, there was a little bass right there. I thought I might be able to catch him. Oh man, there's multiple bass right here. I'll throw in the ultralight. Is it big? Nice. Got one. Oh my gosh. On the ultralight again, dude. Catching like, you know, decent little bass like this on the ultralight is awesome. There's so many of them over here. I mean, this bass is less than a pound, but it's still like a pretty decent sized bass to catch on such a tiny lure like that. It's awesome. Well, maybe I need to try a mini little Ned rig like this more often. I mean, it's not even really a Ned rig. It's just like it's just a real finesse little worm. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Anyway, I'll let this guy go. Oh, another one. Oh my gosh, on the tiny little Ned rig thing. Dude, it's crazy, man. I can just see fish swimming. I think over here, because there's a little bit of foam and I'm a little further back and there's these ledges, it's harder for the fish to see me. So, you know, I think that's why we're catching more over here. And that's probably the smallest of the day, but it's definitely so fun on an ultralight. Anyway, I'll let this guy go. Oh, nice. That's a trout. You got it. Nice. Fling it over there. That's a brown trout, dude. I've only caught one ever. All right, man. Have you caught a brown trout before?
Yeah, one time.
I've only ever caught one of these. That's pretty cool. Little brown trout. Nice.
Mm.
He looks pretty good. Usually they float up if they're not good.
Wait till you see the giant one.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he just started off.
It wasn't a rain.
Oh, got a fish on the Chopo. Actually got a fish on the Chopo. It's been a while since I've caught one. Please don't come off, man. He's barely hooked, barely hooked. Ew, it's like a hybrid or something. Maybe just a spot. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Best fish of the day, I think, for me. All right. Well, he's at least similar to the biggest one I caught. Man, did you see that? He was barely hooked. I could tell he only had the back treble in him. Not a bad fish. I mean, definitely probably the second biggest of the day, definitely in the top 3. He's got kind of jagged fins like one of the ones earlier. I mean, not near as bad, but maybe just being around these rocks makes some of their fins jagged or something. No, like 3.5 pound, 4 pound bass. Oh, dude, that's a giant bass.
Trying to get it.
There was a really big bass down there. I'm gonna release this spot. I don't know, he's probably about 3 pounds, maybe not 3.5, 4, but that was at least the second biggest bass I've seen today. Woo, there that guy goes. Oh man, I forgot. Oh. Oh my gosh. Did one just attack my Chopo? Oh my gosh.
It's on.
It's on. Oh my gosh. No way. It was just sitting there. Is he still on there? He might have come off. He's on there. Oh my gosh. It was just sitting there. I had a really bad backlash. Maybe they went a little slower. Oh, don't come off, don't come off, don't come off. It's like another pretty good fish. That's crazy. What are the odds that happens? Ugh. Feisty looking spotted bass. Oh man. Dude. Yeah. I think this is fish number 10 for me. Oh wow, he's got really red eyes. Sometimes that means they're spawning. I mean, I don't know if he was on a bed or something, maybe he didn't like that there's a little thing right above it, but he's not really, doesn't really have a bloody tail, so I don't know if that really means he was on a bed or not, but this time of year I think is when they have those red eyes sometimes. But another solid little chunk, definitely over a pound. 20 years ago, we'd probably only catch smallmouth here. These spotted bass, once they're introduced into places where other bass are, they like take over. They just like outbreed the smallmouth or the other species. That's why we've only caught one. I only caught that one tiny smallmouth today. Man, well, that was a wild catch. I mean, that fish was, or that Chopo was just sitting there, and I guess the fish hit it. I mean, I didn't see a blow up or anything. I just saw him jumping and I heard the lure in his mouth, so that was pretty crazy. And it's so cool how clear the water is here. I mean, it's just like looking into a fish tank, which has made a lot of these fish finicky, but we've still caught quite a few. All right, little update. We walked up above the dam where this that spillway was to the lake up here, and it's super windy, so I don't know if we're gonna catch anything up here. I'm debating on whether or not I should jump in. It's pretty hot right now. It'd probably feel pretty good.
It's so cold.
Oh my God, you're kidding. You saw it. Oh, there we go. Dude, I hook set and the bail came undone, but the fish still had the lure in its mouth. And I don't know if the camera was really facing the right way. I was trying to move as little as possible because I saw this bass just come cruising in the shallows. So I got a little refreshing swim up there in that lake. Wasn't much of a swim, just kind of jumped in, and it was pretty dang cold, but came back down the spillway, got another fish. The drop shot definitely seems to be working the best today. I've just lost a bunch of them because of this like jagged rock. All right, I'll let this guy go. Another solid fish, around a pound. Plop him in there. I mean, when they don't see you, it's not too hard to catch them, but once they know you're here, it gets a lot harder. There's a fish on the drop shot. Another one. That wasn't too much longer. It didn't take too much longer. A few casts later. Oh man. Dude, he's just sitting right here still. going. Ooh. I think he might have been hiding under what I was standing on earlier. Looks like a good piece of shade. Man, another solid spot. Oh, I'll get up here. All right. I see some small fish over there. I think there's some baby smallmouth. But I mean, pretty much all the bass in here are spotted bass. Yeah, I see some smaller fish looking at me. Yeah, that's a baby smallmouth right there. There's a little spot right there. But that's fish number 12 that I've landed today. So it's been pretty solid, even though we have been out here a pretty long time. I'll try to let them go over that way to try not to spook these fish as much. Oh, there's a little smallmouth. All right, well, we were headed back. We were here a while. I think we got here around 8:30. I don't know if we started walking down at 8:30 or if we started fishing at 8:30, but it's like 4 p.m. So we were fishing here a long time today, and we're starting the almost mile-long walk back that is all uphill on the way back, so that kind of stinks. But nonetheless, had a really fun time out here. And I don't think I'm gonna end the video yet. After we get some food, I think we might do some pond fishing, so probably see you guys at the pond. Well, we did go pond fishing and we caught some fish, but they weren't that big, wasn't that exciting, and it was a different adventure, so I just decided not to put it in this video. But hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. But I'll catch y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching.